another episode of the Let's Chat Derbyshire podcast, a podcast where we talk about mental health, suicide prevention and neurodiversity. If you've not already, please do like and subscribe to the podcast, as well as share it with anyone you may know that will want to hear it. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. We've popped some links in the description just about the stuff that we'll be talking about today, and some links to the topics we'll be covering. So today we're joined by Connor and Kyle. We're going to be chatting to these amazing brothers about ADHD, youth trailblazers, and sort of the support that you've had and how that's been. So we're going to just start off. How are you both doing out of 10?
I'd say 10. I'm loving today, to be fair.
That's
I've got
great.
amazing energy, and to be honest, I love music stuff, so this is good for me.
That's good. I love it. How about you?
I'd say about 8, because obviously I struggle with social anxiety and stuff.
Yeah.
But I like trying new things. That's why I agreed to do this.
That's amazing. I love your confidence in terms of, even if you are a bit anxious, you've come and given it a go. It is really nerve-wracking, this. When I first started it's terrifying. So, yeah, that's great. So we'll just start off with you both. Just give us a bit of background, I guess, to, when you were younger, what was your living situation like? Have you always lived in Derbyshire? What sort of, a bit of background to you both.
I mean, we've always lived in Derbyshire.
Yeah.
Like, we've grew up without Dad, but that didn't really bother us. If anything, it's made us stronger.
Yeah.
Then when we was about 8-year-old, we got took off our mum.
Yeah.
Put with our granddad, which wasn't great, but at the same time, it just helped build our character and made us stronger.
Yeah.
And
obviously, I think the way we'd looked at it, we'd have preferred to been with Mum, wouldn't we? But
yeah,
obviously that was out of our control. So
yeah, it must have been really tough. Though, was it quite scary and nice? Like, at least, going with your granddad, at least it was family.
For the first few months, I remember waking up and feeling like this is just a dream.
Yeah,
it's not actually happening.
Yeah,
we were both like that, mate. We wanted to believe it wasn't actually happening to us because we'd have rather been with Mum. But at the end of the day, most kids will, won't they?
Yeah, definitely.
But we still persevered. We went to school every day. Loved going to school at primary.
Yeah.
Especially meeting our friends and getting.
Did the routine of going to school thing help you sort of get through that quite difficult time?
We've always been good with our routines.
Yeah, I mean,
go on, sorry.
I've always suspected that I've got either ADHD or autism because when I don't have a routine, then it kind of throws my whole day.
Yeah. How was it for you? Sort of. I'm
pretty much the same. I shut off when things like that happen.
Yeah.
I don't like dealing with my feelings. I don't like talking to people about it.
Yeah.
So the routine was just my way of distracting myself.
Yeah. Was having each other through that a help as well? Did you have comfort that you were going together?
Yeah, we always do things together. Like, we've always been by each other. But yeah, brothers, we may argue, we may fight sometimes, but we're always going to have each other's back.
Yeah.
Kind of like Marcus and Mike from Bad Boys.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so nice. When you were at your granddad's then, did you still, were you still able to see your mum, or was there a period where it was just you two and your granddad?
Oh, it wasn't just us. We have a younger sister that was also with us.
Oh, nice.
Our little brother was with us for a little while, but then his dad decided he wanted him.
Yeah.
Our other little sister went to her dad.
Straight away, pretty much, weren't
they?
Yeah.
But we was still seeing our mum.
Yeah.
It was only once a week while she went through parents' assessments and stuff. But it was still there. And we've never had a bad relationship with our mum. Yeah, we may not see our dad, may not like our dad, may not talk to him. But our mum's always been there for us. I mean,
what was it like maybe not seeing your siblings as much then? Because I'm guessing if all of you were in the same house, you must have been quite a close-knit family to start with.
Our little sister Casey, we was always close with her.
Yeah.
Like, she had more of a bond with me because I understood her a lot better.
Yeah.
Roxy, we didn't really see very often, but our granddad used to take us like once a week to go and see them.
Nice. Yeah.
And Dennis.
Yeah.
Then after a while, we stopped seeing them for a bit.
Yeah.
And then Roxy come to see us when we moved in the house in Barrow with our granddad. Yeah. And then after a bit, we hadn't seen her for 6 years now.
Oh wow, how's that?
I'm not too sure why. It's obviously because of how long it's been. The only thing I actually remember about it was last time we seen her was her birthday, and we were in the car. We'd gone to Matlock for the day because she'd never been to Matlock.
Yeah.
She had so much fun on 2P.
She was doing something she shouldn't be. Mum turned around and told her not to be doing that because it was her granddad's car and she was messing with windows. And when she snapped at Mum, I said, "Don't be like that. Mum's only telling you for your safety." And she turned around and shouted at us as we got back that she hated us. She didn't want to see us.
Wow.
Which We don't blame her for. She was a kid.
Yeah.
She didn't know what she was saying. She was just in the mood.
Yeah.
But obviously, it still hurts with it being the last thing I heard from her.
Well, definitely, yeah. What were some of those emotions, I guess, when you were at your granddad's those initial few weeks? Can you remember, like, how was it for you?
To be honest, that has affected me quite a bit with feeling like I'm not wanted and stuff. But I've poured my heart into music, poured my emotions and everything I've been through into my music as a way to process it.
Yeah. How's it helped you, and what were those sort of...
I'm quite the opposite to him. I will shut off and deal with it my own way. I like to escape into other worlds, and that's why I turned to gaming.
Yeah.
Escape from reality.
I was going to say, does it help you just switch off and focus on another... another
my
world,
way of dealing with things. That everyone says it's not right, but the way I look at it is, if it helps me, then that's my thing.
Well, if it
also gives you that sense of control.
Yeah,
that's really true. Looking at primary school and stuff, how was that? You said you really enjoyed it. You enjoyed that routine. What was it like for you both?
Primary school was great. I mean, they had a thing on lunchtimes where you'd have the oldest kids like be the ones that control the table. And I remember one year there was me and him was the charge of the table, and then there was a sister, a cousin's mate, a lot of people that we saw daily on this one table, and it was just. They kept messing about, and me and Kyle were like, you can't be doing that.
But I tried not to mess about as well. Yeah, that's so funny.
Because of, obviously, we've always suspected we've either got autism or ADHD or both.
Yeah.
We wanted to join in, we wanted to play around as well, but we had to be the responsible ones because we were heads at table for that day.
Yeah. That's so cool. So primary school was really good for you both then? You really enjoyed it. When you moved up to secondary, what was that like? Was it quite a bit of a change? How did you sort of find it?
For the first few months, it was kind of scary because obviously it's a bigger school, something new. We don't really do well with change.
Yeah.
No, it also doesn't help that obviously primary school you're used to one classroom. Everything's in that one classroom. You come in the morning, you leave at the end of the day, everything's there.
Yeah.
Whereas with secondary school, we're moving around different classrooms and we had to be there on time.
Yeah.
Time management isn't one of our strong suits.
Neither directions.
I was going to say, how did you get on with that? That must have
we got the hang of it.
First few weeks, we had to have our head of our year help us, didn't she?
The
first few weeks because she knew our mum from when she were at the school.
Oh wow!
So she knew what we were like. She helped us for the first few weeks, and once we got used to it, we were alright.
Yeah.
And then it kind of went a bit downhill when bullying started.
Yeah.
What was that like for you then, being bullied? It must have been horrible.
Well, our granddad's. We had big appetites as kids, so my granddad did big meals.
Yeah.
So we'd put on weight, as most people will.
Yeah.
And obviously, we didn't really go out much because we didn't know many people where we were, so we didn't do anything to help with it. So we ended up quite overweight. And when we went into school and when we got settled, everyone started picking on us for our weight. And then obviously, we started to shut off from it. We didn't want to talk to people, which most people will when you get something like that. You'd rather not deal with it.
No. How was it for you? It's such a crucial age, stuff like that. It must have been really difficult. How do you think it affected you?
To be honest, it didn't do us great. I mean, but we didn't really go to any extreme measures from it. We just kind of took it on the chin, really, or went to our head of year and spoke to them about it.
I think really for us it was, we wouldn't show it bothering us while we were there.
Yeah.
But once we were in our own space where we felt comfortable and safe, we'd deal with it then.
Yeah. Must have been really upsetting as well, though, to go through that. When did it get better, or was this just throughout the whole of secondary? Did it just keep building and building?
All through secondary, it was
by about, I think it was year 8 or year 9, it got spread around about us being took off of mum, didn't it?
Yeah.
That must have been
That was year 8, just before I got that grief on the bus when I got punched.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must have been really difficult. Something that's not in your control, is it?
No, it started from a friend. Well, what we thought was a friend. So obviously,
then pushed her under the bus massively, didn't they?
Yeah.
That must have been tough. Was there anything that sort of helped you get through it? Was it, like you were saying, having each other, having gaming and stuff?
Yeah, we had each other. We had our interests as kids. We always was doing something together.
Yeah.
Or with our little sister.
And when it started getting worse with people spreading rumours about us, we kind of just... They had little clubs in the school. Like I used to go at lunchtime and sit in the music block and just write songs, play with the guitars and stuff. And then Kyle, they'd go and do like...
I'd sit in the IT rooms, figuring out computers, looking at how they're built, shutting them down, looking at every part.
Till they built up the chess club.
Yeah, then that became my main interest.
Oh, nice. That's really cool. It's nice that you found like those little safe spaces that you could go to sort
we
of to
also
get
had,
you through it.
what was her name? Janessa, we could talk to if we needed.
Oh,
she
that's
was
good.
like the mental health group at the school.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And do you think that really helped you sort of just get through school and make you keep going?
Through that, we built a big friend group that was like gone through similar stuff as us. So, and we still talk to some of them now.
Oh, nice.
The thing that made us laugh the most about it was a couple of them we've known since we were kids, but not seen them for a while. We're moving.
Yeah.
I think the one good thing that did come out of secondary school for me was on my first day, 3 year 11s decided they wanted to try and start fighting with me.
Wow.
And this lad out of nowhere just come and he were like, 3-on-1's not fair.
No.
How about even the odds?
Yeah.
But I've got to warn you, I'm training kickboxing. And he took them all out and then he turned to me and he was like, I'm Jake. And I was like, I'm Connor, nice to meet you. And we've been friends ever since.
Wow. That's so nice having someone in your corner, isn't it?
It's
wow.
Been there for us through any trouble we've had, to the point we call him my brother. To us, he is our brother.
Yeah.
Might not be blood relation or anything, not adopted into the family
stronger than blood.
But that's the way we look at it.
Oh, wow. It's so good that even when something is so difficult, you've managed to build like a really strong friendship network with people. After secondary school, you sort of knew what you wanted to do, didn't you? Like
I've known since I was about 6-year-old I wanted a career in music.
Wow.
If not performing, recording.
Yeah.
See, that isn't actually that true for me. Originally, my outlook was I was really interested in languages.
Oh, wow.
And I was studying Spanish in secondary school. I was learning, because obviously Duolingo and stuff had come out. So I was at home practicing all different languages and writing stuff down, getting people to read it for me and me telling them what it means.
Oh, wow.
And I told my granddad that was my passion, that's what I wanted to follow.
Yeah.
And he told me about my great-granddad knew 12 languages.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
And he was fluent in every single one he knew.
Wow.
And he said to me, if you can go for it, go for it.
Yeah.
But obviously, when we went to the fair thing for college and what they offer, there isn't any around, and I wanted to be close to my family.
Yeah.
So when I spoke to Chesterfield College, they asked me my interests, my hobbies that I do in my spare time. I was like, I only really have one, and that's gaming. They was like, we have a gaming course. We show you how to make games and stuff. I was like, I'll have that then.
Yeah. Wow.
See, when that fair come around in year 11, I decided I wasn't going to college because at the time Chesterfield College didn't offer a music program.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, then I'm not going to college because the main interest is music for me.
Yeah.
And then we went, I can't remember where we were. When we were coming to end of year 11, I think.
Yeah, we went on a trip to...
We went on a trip to Chesterfield College, and one of the leaders for music who I ended up meeting when I started my course, his name was John. He was there promoting the new music course.
Wow.
And he said that if I wanted to, he could go and show me the studio. And I was like, yeah. Went round the studio, and as soon as I looked at the big mixing desk and all the computers and that, I was like, I'm coming here.
That's amazing. It came at the right time then for you, didn't it?
Yeah.
And officially, when we finished our GCSEs, when I got our grades, we then both had interviews with college.
Yeah.
So he had his for music, I had mine for games, and I'll never forget it. I had with tutor Julia was my interview, but she weren't my tutor yet, obviously.
Yeah.
And one of the other tutors, Gemma, was doing another interview, and hers had just finished as I sat down for mine.
Yeah.
And she could see I was nervous because I was shaking, and obviously with my social anxiety through what I'd been through at secondary school.
Yeah.
I weren't talking much, and when it come to outfits, she looked at how I was dressed and she went, "You don't need to be that smart." I was like, "Well, do you have a dress code for this course?" She was like, "No, for us, for all week, you can turn up in a maid's outfit if you want to help with my nerves."
That's nice.
I had a similar thing with Rob when I went for my interview, because they did my interview, assessed me on like my instrument level and that, and then while they was doing the other kids' interview that had turned up on the same day, Rob, my other tutor for my first year, he took me through into what they called a live room with some of the other people that was waiting for their interviews, and decided we was going to play. And he looked at me, and I was in jeans, shoes and a shirt, and he was like, "You're overdressed for this." I was like, well, I got told it was an interview, and I've always learned from being a kid that when you're going for an interview, you dress the part.
And that's good. Yeah. No, I like that.
Well, our granddad's always brought up with the ideals that he was taught as a kid. Like, with this course that we do now, every morning I'm always saying to him, early is on time is late.
Yeah.
Which is something he installed to us as kids.
Yeah. I think that's really
Same
true.
as if you've got something to do, get it done out of the way, then you can do your own thing.
Yeah. I like that. I think that's really good. How were the courses for you? You know, obviously really nervous, but you did great to get on both the courses. What was it like?
Music for me was, from starting in September till November, I kind of just, when we've started in September, they told us to go and pick a seat,
Yeah.
And I kind of went and sat in the corner where there was nobody.
Yeah.
I could see on my left side because I always kind of sit kind of wonky to a desk.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll sit there because then there's no distractions. I can keep to myself and be fine. And then in November, I'd already made my tutors aware of my social anxiety, suspected autism and ADHD. And they said, that's fine. And then in November, they put us into bands.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
As part of our performing coursework.
Yeah.
And I was like, great, I'm going to do well with this. And they put me in this band with these lads, and there was already a drummer, a guitarist, a bass, two guitarists, because you're supposed to have two in a band. And they looked at me and was like, right, you're on bass. I was like, I've never touched a bass in my life, but I'll give it a go.
How was that?
Oh, I picked it up quite quickly, found it quite easy. Because I'd already learnt guitar, and bass is just root notes. It was easier for me to pick up. And I enjoyed it, and I made friends with the singer and guitarist. His name was Corey.
Oh, nice.
Me and him become friends because we had similar interests. He loved to write music, but he never knew how to start it.
Right. Yeah.
Or he'd write songs that he had no connection to.
Yeah.
And then wonder why they didn't sound great.
Yeah.
And I just said to him, have a look at some of the stuff I wrote. I have connection to my music through what I put into my music.
Yeah. Wow.
And we started writing songs together, and we did our first gig in December.
Yeah.
At college, and we played a song that we wrote together called Flying Away.
Oh, nice.
It was the core meaning behind that song is basically about, even though you've got all this stuff going on, you still have that freedom.
Yeah.
And we got up in front of everyone to play it, and I hadn't got a bass at the time, and my tutor Rob passed me his bass to play.
Oh, wow.
And I kind of stood there, looked at the people, and was like, nope, can't do this. And my mate Corey just looked at me and was like, we've done it before.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. I was like, not in front of people. He was like, you'll be fine.
So you ended up coming fetching me from my class to come and watch to help you a bit more comfortable, didn't you?
Yeah, I messaged you to come and watch.
We was just about to start our break.
Yeah.
So obviously,
that's lovely. Yeah.
when he come, I was literally just turning my computer off. I was, what's up, mate?
I was like, I've got a gig. I need you to come and watch. So I've got that bit of comfort. And then my mate Chloe turned up to the gig as well, and I was like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then after playing that song, me and my mate we loved it, and our tutor Rob turned us was like, have you got anything else you can play? And me and Corey looked at each other and was like, yeah, but nothing our drummer knows.
Yeah.
He was like, sorry, I'll play with you.
Oh, wow.
And he jumped on drums and played with us.
That's amazing,
we ended up playing
isn't it?
4 songs.
How did that make you feel?
I loved it.
Yeah.
If there was... Only reason I left college is because I did 3 years and that was it. There was no more courses for music.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd still be there now.
Yeah. That's amazing. How was your experience?
A similar thing. When we started, I sat in the corner, and this lad who became my first mate, his name was Kieran. He come in with some Nautica backpack, and he sat down at the side of me, and I just looked, and I was like, I've got to ask, is that Subnautica? And we started talking about games and sharing interests, and then there was another lad, Aaron, because obviously we moved from different classrooms because they were used for other things. And when we went to the other classroom, Aaron sat across from us, and he's talking away about his interests, and I ended up, my first year a bit to start with, but about halfway through the year, my tutor laughed and said thank you to me, because Aaron got to a point of the stuff he was doing, he knew what he was doing, so he didn't care. He was one of those that, I'm not going to do it, I'm not bothered.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Because he'd already looked at a job and got himself a job. He was just still on the course because he'd got to finish it.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't stop talking. And tutor literally looked and went to say something. I literally looked at him. And I went, shut up, there's other people here that want to learn.
That's amazing.
So my tutor thanked me. He was like, did my job for me.
How did it go later on then? Did it sort of get easier with some real good projects that you
with
could
it
get stuck
being
into?
something I'd never done before myself,
Yeah.
it was hard to start with. But like I say, I'm interested in trying anything new. I did concept art with character designs and that, which not my strongest suit with drawing, but I gave it a go. Then we did the coding behind games, like making the animations, stuff like that, which I really enjoyed, but wasn't. It was with how they were doing it, they rushed through it, and I'm not a fast learner. Yeah. So I had to slow down and try and pick it up myself. So I was more focused on doing that at home. Yeah. And then when we got shown 3D modelling and making animations within 3D modelling, that was really good for me. I really enjoyed it. I liked splitting the models, making the textures and everything. Yeah. So I carried on. I did that for 2 years on level 3. And they said to me that I needed a merit to come back. And I did get a merit, so I come back. and I did my level 4. And they said to me, after I finished level 4, because obviously they left me to do it all myself, the coding, the character arts, everything. And obviously, I'm used to working in a group because the first 2 years they had us working in groups.
Yeah.
So we separated the roles. Whoever had the strongest skills in one thing, they'd do that. Whoever was stronger at something else would do that.
Yeah.
Obviously, for level 4, I was doing it all on my own.
Mm.
So when they were telling me bits weren't right or this needed changing, I was like, well, you've left me to do it on my own. It's got to be my own work.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. If I've done it that way, I've done it that way. It's my own work at the end of the day. Because at the end of it all, they get us to sign a form saying it's all our own work.
Yeah.
And I've told them in level 3, if you help me with it and change what I'm doing, I am not signing that form to say it's my own work, because it isn't.
Yeah. So everything was yours that you produced.
So obviously they told me it wasn't finished, it wasn't done to the standard they wanted, so they failed me.
Yeah.
And had me come back to finish it, so I only got a pass.
Yeah. How was that, having to come back? Was it a bit disheartening, or?
It is what it is to me. Yeah, it upset me that I got failed and that I weren't going to get any higher than a pass.
Yeah.
But they told me on my last day when I submitted it, it was done. I was done, I was finished. I could submit. So I did. And then rung me up a couple of weeks after grading, saying to me it weren't done.
Yeah, that's hard, isn't it, that?
So I won't lie, I was a bit rude, and I shouted at the phone, well, on my last day you told me I was done, so how are you telling me now it's not?
Yeah. That must have been really difficult, though, to get through.
And the thing with me was, the reason it was done to the standard it was, that they failed me for, was they wanted me to add things in, but they said we couldn't add anything new, with it being a remake of a pre-2010 game.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to add stuff that wasn't in the original game.
Yeah.
And when I come back, they made me add stuff that wasn't in the original game and only passed me on it.
Yeah, that's
I had to add bear traps and wandering characters, which wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
In the original Silent Hill, you'd have, I can't remember what the actual creature's called, but it would creep round and make noises, but it wouldn't actually follow you round.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So it's different to what the original was.
But they made me change it. So.
Yeah, that must have been tough. When you both passed, obviously, and left, what did you sort of want to do after? Obviously, you wanted to follow what your passions were.
I wanted to continue with music because college was really helpful to me in my second year, because I learned how to record and mix and master, and they told me to apply for a musician grant so I could get the equipment to do it from home.
Yeah.
And I applied for that, got the grant, so I bought myself a MacBook so that I could get Logic, the software I learned to use. And then after college, I decided I was going to focus on what I did in my last year, because my mate that was in the band with for the first 2 years didn't come back. So I was on my own.
Yeah.
And I decided, although that's a bit of a letdown, it's my chance to go a different direction. So I focused my music on more real things like mental health.
Yeah.
And I did, for my final year, an EP of mental health songs, PTSD, anxiety, depression.
Wow. That's really cool. We'll have to put a link in if you've got it anywhere.
It's on my YouTube.
Is it? We'll put a link in then to the YouTube channel. Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. How about you?
I've decided I will follow in games if I can.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's not many industries around here that's games and stuff. So I looked at retail as an option to then fund freelance models.
Yeah. How have your skills sort of developed over the last year or so?
I will sit at home. Obviously, it ended up a bit not able to, since my subscription to Maya ended, but and my laptop, the screen went. But the course provided me with a new laptop, and I've added Blender, which is a free version of Maya, onto the laptop, which I need to test.
That's good.
And then I can continue with my 3D models.
Yeah. Talking about the Youth Trailblazer stuff, how did you get involved? You know, what's it sort of look like for you?
Like we've already said, we're not great if we ain't got a routine.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my work coach, because I got put with my work coach Sue before Kyle did. And she took me through. She was like, there is a course you can do that'll help you with your social anxiety and that. And she was she was like, they're actually in today, so I'll take you to go and meet them. And I went round and I met Beck, I met Summer. I straight away was like, she's lovely, I love her energy.
Oh, she's great, isn't she?
Yeah. And
she's
then
hiding behind the camera, isn't she?
Summer was trying to get me to stay from that day, and I was like, I can't, I've got things to do today.
Yeah.
So I decided to start in October. And then obviously you got passed to Sue.
Yeah, right. I got put on with Sue after they passed me around the job centre, which was really stressful for me, because obviously with my social anxiety, it was someone new each appointment.
Yeah.
To the point, one of them I didn't turn up to, because I was like, this is too stressful for me. You keep passing me around.
Yeah.
So then the next one, I got a phone call saying, would you be able to come in on Wednesday? And this was the Sunday the week before.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, if I can get over there, I will come in. And when I went in, she showed me the leaflet for the Unstoppable course. And said to me that I'd be put on with Sue from the quad.
Wow. Yeah.
And then a week later, I got put with Sue and had an appointment to introduce me to her. And he came with me, obviously, because he knows her.
Yeah.
And my mum come, because my mum goes everywhere with his support, until, obviously, we started this course.
Yeah.
And she literally no clue about the course apart from names of people that were involved in it and what it was about. But I'd not met no one, so it was still new to me.
Wow.
And she literally said to me, "We've got a course on the 6th, you're both starting." I was like, okay.
How's it been going through it together? What sort of stuff have you been up to?
I've been quite happy with it. To be honest, I've been proud of Kyle because I know Kyle's a lot worse with social anxiety than I am.
Yeah.
I kind of shut off with it. I won't talk.
Yeah.
My first week, I was quite happy. I was sat with Kyle playing games and doing the stuff we've got to do. And then the second week, we got put with other people and they was kind of quiet. And then we went out for a vape break and I think it was Ange said to us about trying to include more people into because obviously our energy can. And when we went back in, we included a lad that's no longer on the course because he got a job from the skills he's learned from the course. His name was Morgan. We started talking to him. He was lovely. We had a lot of interest. I mean, second he found out I like music, he started talking to me about music, gave me a CD.
Oh, wow.
And then we kind of...
I was still shutting off at that point. I weren't really talking, and then he just mentioned this game. I went, I know that.
And then...
just out of nowhere, he was confused because I weren't talking. I just ran and went, I know that.
And then you started talking to Ange about manga, and then Nick kind of started... There's a girl on the course called Nicola. She started talking to him about manga, and then she kind of just joined in with us.
That's nice. That's really nice. What sort of stuff have you been up to on the course, and what's helped you learn? What's helped you develop?
I mean, Meg did a whole session about neurodivergence.
Yeah.
And after listening to some of the things she said about it, I was like, I need to get myself tested.
Yeah.
That was quite helpful to me because it obviously taught me that even though the whole process of bringing up and getting self-tested is long-winded. I mean, my little brother's been on the waiting list for about 2 years now.
Yeah. It is long.
Meg told us about the right to choose.
Yeah.
Which I have been looking into because... I reckon it would be helpful to me.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, that presentation she gave us for that were a bit of an eye-opener for us because obviously we've always suspected we've got one or the other or even both.
Yeah.
We're how we are.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're how much connection we felt to some of the things she was saying.
Yeah.
It just opened our eyes a bit to, this seems like us.
What do you think you've got out of being on the Unstoppable programme?
Well, we did the... what we did? First aid training.
Oh, did you? Oh, amazing. Yeah. How was that?
That was, I mean, we've done it before, so we did pick it up quite quickly.
Yeah.
But obviously with COVID and everything, some bits had changed, so it was still a bit new to us.
We couldn't help but laugh at Corbin, though, because he's like one of the mischievous types of kids.
Yeah.
So when the guy said he needed a volunteer to show us what we were doing, he straight away picked on Corbin, because Corbin was the one that hadn't shut up.
Yeah. That's funny.
It was like, I need a volunteer, and he went, you'll do. And then Corbin was like, where do you want me? He went, on the floor. And he was like, what?
That's so funny. That's really, really good. When do you finish it then? How long's it been? How long have you been on the
sure
programme?
when we finish.
When do we actually
It's supposed to have about 6 months, but we're not tight on that. It's
6
about
months.
being there and getting yourself in a good space, isn't it?
That's really good.
Been to the Houses of Parliament.
Yeah, we went to London.
We'll not mention that one.
Why were you there?
We'll not mention what happened while we were
At
there,
least
though.
you didn't get locked up there.
Oh, I was quite proud of myself. In
You
London,
forgot about that, didn't you?
Sort of fun little bits. You've said that Meg taught you how to play D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has been anything else fun that sort of helped you, build your confidence and get stronger?
Oh, it was quite...
It was more to do with, for me, with the London. I think I've surprised a lot of people because obviously I shut off more than he has. My anxiety is worse than his. But I forgot all about that with Nick because she's not natively from this area. So she was uncomfortable in London, so she ended up holding on to me.
Oh, wow.
So I forgot about my anxiety because I was more bothered with making sure she were all right.
Yeah.
We've always been the supportive people to our friends.
That's really nice. It sounds like you support each other a lot as well. Like you've really got through all of this together, haven't you? From being right at school all the way.
Yep.
Well, that's why I always tell people, we're brothers. Yeah, we may argue, but we've always got each other's back no matter what.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
No matter how much you annoy me.
So when we're looking in the future, say, what should I say, 5 years' time, what are we expecting? What do you sort of want to achieve and what would you be happy with?
I'd absolutely love to be working in music.
Yeah.
We want to get some links for you now. I think that's the next thing.
Some music links.
It's about what these guys need and want. So I think we've got to set you up with some people doing this sort of stuff and see what we can find.
See, for me,
yeah,
in 5 years, I'd love to be in a career in games, but I'm a realist. I know that's going to be a struggle.
Same with me.
So I would settle for, like I've said, doing my own thing, the 3D models.
We'll have to link you in with Mel in our team. Mel used to do graphic design stuff and animation. She used to do it for like Tim Burton films. So she's got some. She used to lecture in animation and stuff. So I'm sure she'd be happy to pass on her knowledge. She's very knowledgeable around animations.
We've just found a couple of links actually in Chesterfield of groups that want some volunteers to do music production.
I'm up for that.
Yeah,
I'm up for that.
Cool. That's amazing.
It's about trying to find these.
Yeah, I guess the Youth Trailblazers, isn't it? Supporting young people like yourselves, isn't it? To have the skills, have the confidence to be able to succeed, and then supporting you in finding those opportunities.
And also, you forgot to mention about what you've got out of the course.
What?
Your gaming volunteering.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had a group called Thrive come in. The representative for it, Amy, she was going through it with us, and we self-referred to it.
Oh, amazing.
For mental health, and obviously suspecting that we have either autism or ADHD. And she went through the stuff they offer with us, and when they mentioned the gaming volunteering, I was like, yeah, I'll do that.
Wow.
Because I love gaming.
That's really good.
We've
amazing.
been
nice
to
one.
1 week together, and we helped set up groups of from the public come in, and they were playing games, and we were just sat having a chat with them, playing the games with them, and at the end we packed it all away.
And
we've got that
again
Tuesday,
tomorrow.
haven't we?
Well done. Do you think you would have done that if you hadn't been on the Unstoppable program?
Probably
not a chance.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even thought about it.
Wow.
I didn't even know about that. That's super cool.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
It's great,
Yeah,
isn't
we
it?
did it not last Tuesday, Tuesday before, because it's every 2 weeks.
Computer gaming.
They've got a Switch and a PS4.
Nice. That's really good. Obviously, I've just met you, but I'm so proud, I think, of just how far you've come from how you were at school and college to now. Like, it sounds like you've really grown, I think, haven't you?
Yeah. I mean, we've always been told we've had our heads screwed on, right? Because I used to get asked what I wanted to do with my life. And I was like, at first I was set, I wasn't going to college. But then when I decided I was going to college, I was like, I'm going to college. And then they were like, well, what after?
Yeah.
Get a job. Why? Because I want to be able to fund what I want to do.
Yeah.
Get into music.
Yeah. That's amazing. Just before we wrap it up, I guess, what's your advice to someone, maybe around your age, feeling a bit lost, maybe a bit anxious and stuff? What would be your advice to them to sort of get them through it?
Me, personally, I would say focus on your hobbies. Because my main hobby is music. It's always helped me with stuff. And I've had a lot of friends that have been in similar that's funny, similar situations to me, and they've had certain things that they've found they are really good at, but they've never actually made the connection that is what is helping them get through it. Like one of my mates, he loved badminton, but he would never get involved with badminton at PE, and in the end he got involved with me, and it helped him, and he actually does do coaching for young people with badminton.
Oh wow, that's amazing. That's really good. Well done.
See, I agree with what you're saying, but the thing I'd add to it is obviously where I think what's gone best for us is we've had the support from each other. So I'd say, like, for siblings to help each other, if you've not got a sibling, a good friend you trust in. Just so you've got that
really
support there to help with you.
Yeah, definitely. I think both of them are so true, aren't they? And I think it's exploring what help is out there as well. Like, you guys have been really proactive, haven't you, in being willing to have that support.
A lot of people, though, that might scare. That's why I say to focus on hobbies. Because, yes, if you can go for that support and look for that support, go for it. Because it will help you.
Well, we were the same, mate. But as we've always said, it's going to scare you. It's hard. But if you put yourself out there and try it, you don't know what's coming back. So it's worth it.
I think that's very true. And I think with especially, the Unstoppable program, what you've been through and stuff, it has been really supportive, hasn't it? Even though it's really scary, isn't it? Without a doubt, it's really scary. But once you've, after those few weeks, it's got easier, hasn't it? And
it's what I said to Sue. After a few weeks of being on it, she asked how it was going. I said, I'll be honest with you, when you first said it, I was like, no, I don't want to do this. But I won't change it now, because it's helped me grow.
Nah, I love getting up in the morning. Like my granddad will say to me, what are you doing today? Got my course. What are you doing after? Don't know.
That's amazing. That's so good. Are there any final bits of advice that you want to wrap up on for anyone that may be listening at all? Any final comments at all?
The main comment I would give is, like, I know some people can find things difficult, and personally, I know the feeling of keeping it to yourself, bottling it up. I would always say don't do that.
Yeah.
Because I found that did not help me one bit.
Yeah, I can agree on that.
Damaging it is.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. If you bottle it up, it's more damaging to yourself and those around you than it would be to share what's bothering you.
Yeah.
And I get that it can be hard to talk to somebody, but that's why like, if you've got a sibling, like I've got my brother, then talk to them. If not, talk to your parents, talk to anybody you trust.
I think that's really, really good advice to finish on. Thank you, guys. So you've been listening to the Let's Chat Derbyshire podcast. Like I said at the start, don't forget to like and subscribe. It will really help sort of get the reach out there for the podcast. Do give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram or TikTok. And we look forward